Oh God, Jesus Christ. Okay, so now this is Jake Mace with a spear against someone with a sword. Obviously one of his followers. So I'm playing the video now.
Reach the weapons out, touch. One step back. 3 hollows for the spear.
Yeah, so
Chambered for the broadsword. Hand comes up to the chest. Bow to each other. Kick it up.
yeah.
1, 2, set in bow. We're both in our attack positions.
No, you're
Now
not.
I go to thrust him and kill him right away. Spear is the offense in the beginning. He blocks it.
Stop. The very first movement he's done, he's pulled the spear back. That's the thing to say. I got a sword, now I can come in. Because then, as he tries to chamber it, if you want to call it that, and he starts to go forward, you already know he's going to go forward because he's pulled it back in order to go forward. So he's told you what he's going to do. He pulls back the sword, you go move, then of course he's going to try and thrust it, but you already know where he's thrusting it. You can see it already by the angles of his arms, where his hands are. Okay, one hand behind the other logically means it's going to go that way, unless he drops the one hand to suddenly send it upwards. Doesn't matter, the sword's coming upwards anyway. Okay, so we could drop it down. Well, you're already moving. You're going to get to his hand, and remember, you don't need to get to him, you only need to get to his front hand. That's the closest target. So you're going to be able to cut his hand off before, and it'll teach him for touching bloody weapons. Right, let's move.
Goes to cut for my body.
No, don't cut to his body, just cut his hand off.
He runs away like a little coward. And I chase him down.
Yeah. He didn't have an answer to it. He had to jump out the way. The guy come at him with it, and he didn't have an answer to it. So you can see he's making it up as he goes along with the video. He's making everything up as he goes along, just playing with these weapons without any knowledge or skill whatsoever. So if these are instructional videos, my name's Jack the Ripper. Right, here he goes. So swinging it around.
He blocks it. Hit low, he blocks it. I gather back. He gets ready and blocks. Goes for my head, then my ankle.
What about the rest of the body? Why don't you do a diagonal one? You just saved an awful lot of time. And what does he have to do then? Just slide it straight up.
Oh, he's too good. Then again, 2. Then again, 3. But he carries it around and traps me. Goes for a back sweep. I avoid the back sweep. I jump, switch my hands, avoid the cut, and go to smash his skull, and he spins.
Really?
And blocks it 1. So I rear up again, block it 2. Rear up again, block it 3. Then I go 1, 2, set again to bow stand.
He's got a nice spear there. I like
There,
that
I go
spear.
thrust
It's
it,
nice and
blocks it.
whippy.
Whoa, I duck low, nice bow stance. That's what all this flexibility has been for, is to avoid that.
Stop showing off.
3 times in a row.
Showing off his splits.
Thrust, duck it.
I hope there's some dogs been there.
Thrust, duck it, jump back. Now I go for the cowardly move. I'm ready though.
What's cowardly about it?
Block it low. Now I go to cut his head off. He ducks it down.
He didn't have to duck it. It took so long to spin that sword around. He could have just stabbed him.
Traps me down. Look at that cross back thrust move.
No, no.
Oh, pretty cool.
Slide it up the stick
So I
and
block
chop
it
his
high,
fingers
I'm
off.
pretty good. Ah. Oh man, I'm over.
Oh God.
But I'm ready.
Jesus
Come back
Christ.
this way. Hit high this way. My tip fell off. Oh, it's okay. I'll still win. So I go
You
to
just
thrust,
broke his
block
spear.
it. I narrowly escape. Chase him down once more. Enough of this stalemate. Out of each other.
He got fed
Do
up.
it one more time in a more fluid manner, so you guys can see the movements without talking.
Oh Jesus, he's going to do it fluidly now. And you'll be able to see all the flaws in it. That's very broke.
Practice is that we shattered the spears as you just saw. So luckily I brought a rattan.
I bet you would make a really nice friend, Jake Mace.
Practice. Game on.
He looks such a nice guy. Just don't train with him.
Spin.
Why is he jumping? You know, I reckon Jake fancies himself as a stunt double or something. He's really making that guy work. You could go through it again if you wanted to, if it was worth it. From that position, you could just repeat the same action again. Well, he's done. And that's the end of that. Jesus Christ. Oh. So as far as weaponry is concerned, obviously, my mate Jake, he looks like a really nice guy, and he looks fit. He can do the splits, and he can do a really good horse stance within reason. He can certainly go down low. So he's well flexed, he's got a good body. As far as technical capability is concerned, my dog could do better. And my dog's dead. So I can just tell you that this guy, you know, spinning the weapons around like that, trying to make some kind of technique that has no relevance to actually reach the target. But if you've got a sword and someone's got a spear like that, then quite frankly, your only option, or your best option, is to just try and chop those fingers. Because if you can, even if you had a stick, you hit those fingers, it's going to drop the weapon. Okay, it's certainly going to smart. Okay, with a stick you can go for the feet, of course, because they're going to be the closest thing for you. But when people are teaching weaponry, they have to keep moving. If you watch anyone doing weaponry, they need to understand the science of weaponry and how weapons work in terms of protection and attack at the same time, how they can protect themselves. Like with butterfly knives with two weapons, for instance, one's got to protect the other, and you obviously double the cut size because you've got two weapons. So in effect, two butterfly knives are as good as one sword, and better because you can separate them. So anything with weapons like that, if you want to learn weaponry, you've got to find someone who understands the weapon. You've got to understand people train for years to be able to wield a weapon, and they don't use junk weapons. Okay, so anyway, good luck to you in your search, because weaponry is dying now, and I'm hoping that people like that don't make any other people, you know, kill it. Certainly if you use a weapon like them, you will be dead if you try to use it against anyone. So anyway, that's Jake Mace sorted. Just good luck, Jake. Good luck in your search.